All right, so this is a video on how to use a DSLR camera to take photos of your projects. So first thing you need to know is that this is a digital camera, and so it's going to take photos that will be saved onto a little SD card. All right, so this is the lens here. This is the lens cap. You will need to push in right here to release the lens cap. So when I push in, it just makes this little tab go in on both sides, allows you to release. There is also a on-off switch over here that we'll need to switch into the on position. Right here, there's a dial, which you won't need to turn it. You can just leave that alone. But if you notice that it's not on the P, then make sure it's on the P. Okay, this is a certain automatic setting, but you can just remember P for Pottery, okay? So when we're ready to take a photo, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be looking through this viewfinder right here. And to capture the right photo, you wanna make sure that whatever you want in the frame, you need to be able to see it when you look through the viewfinder, okay? So once you've aimed it, then you need to release the shutter. So to do that, we need to hit the shutter release button. This button right here is the shutter release button. If I push it down halfway, the lens auto focuses. You probably heard a little bit of a kind of a robot sound and then a beep. Let's try that again. So as I move my hand, you can see it's adjusting to focus. Once it is focused and beeps, then you can continue your press, and that will release the shutter and take the photo, okay? So come in here real close. What we have here is a photo box. It is made out of, looks like a laundry hamper, but this diffuses the light and it softens it so that we don't have harsh shadows on our project. We're also using what's called Hardy backer board on the base and on the back wall, which provides a neutral background, okay? So when we're taking our photo, we want to make sure that we don't get any of this sidewall action in our photo, which means we need to get close to our project here, or whatever you're shooting. In this case, it is a pinch pot. So I'll get in nice and close right here. The lens cap is string is a little long, so sometimes I just hold it there. By the way, you'll grip with 3 fingers here. In this case, if you're holding that, then maybe just 2, and then you're right there. A lot of people like to put this around their neck just for stability. It's a little harder to wear it during a demo video when I'm showing you the screen. But you can wear it. So I'm getting in real tight here, taking the photo. The photo will appear briefly and then it'll go away. So then you'll just hit that button right there and it'll bring it back up. Okay, so that's an okay photo. I'm gonna show you how to make it even better, okay? Notice how there's a bunch of empty space here at the top and there's less space at the bottom. We want it to be centered left to right, top to bottom, and have a slight downward angle so that you can see a little bit of the inside. So let me show you a worse picture next. Okay, this one is worse because it is not centered left to right. And if you see this, you don't see any of the inside. So what we end up with is a flat picture. We want the viewer to know that it is a 3-dimensional object, an open ceramic vessel. So that's why we want to have a slight downward angle. Okay, so let's try this again. Okay. Here's another bad one. It's too far away, it's not centered, and we're getting this seam over here where the edge of the boards are visible. Okay, so let's try that again. Okay, so that's our money shot right there, okay? So in this case, we have a picture that's in the middle. The object or the subject of our photograph is right in the middle. We've got a slight downward angle so you can see the inside of the pot. We're not being distracted by the the edges of the boards, and this is ready to go. So now what we'll do is we'll take this photo and we will bring it over here. Put the lens cap back on. Of course, if someone else wants to take photos, we have other cameras. So then in that case, we would want to take our pinch pot out of the photo booth, turn it in, right? Come back over here, and now we're going to get this set up and configured with the computer. So I'll show you how to do that on a separate video.